Tesla has just taken the wraps off its refreshed Model S and Model X for the model year 2026, but instead of the electric buzz and awe that usually accompanies a Tesla launch, the reaction has been, at best, lukewarm. Loyalists who once championed these flagship vehicles for their innovation and daring are now voicing growing disappointment. The question on everyone's mind: why are Tesla's top-tier electric cars suddenly losing their shine, and what does this signal for Tesla's future as the electric vehicle landscape becomes more crowded and competitive than ever before? To understand the magnitude of this moment, we need to rewind over a decade. When the Model S burst onto the scene in 2012, it wasn't just another electric car, it was a revolution, a sleek and powerful sedan that smashed through the barriers of range anxiety and performance limitations. The Model S could travel farther, accelerate faster, and look better than almost anything else on the road, electric or otherwise. It was the car that made even die-hard petrol heads pause and reconsider what an electric vehicle could be. By the time the Model X launched in 2015, Tesla had doubled down, offering the world's first all-electric luxury SUV with those memorable falcon wing doors, filling family driveways with a sense of futuristic possibility. These two vehicles didn't just put Tesla on the map, they redrew the map itself. They forced legacy automakers to play catch-up and helped catapult electric vehicles into the mainstream conversation. For years, the Model S and Model X were the gold standard, the cars that set the pace for the entire industry. But as any student of technology knows, standing still is the fastest way to fall behind. Fast forward to today, and the electric vehicle market is almost unrecognizable from that of a decade ago. Luxury EV buyers are now spoiled for choice. The field is dominated not only by Tesla, but also by formidable rivals such as Lucid, Rivian, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and a growing roster of startups and legacy manufacturers all vying for a piece of the pie. These companies are not just competing, they are innovating. They offer longer driving ranges, faster charging speeds, cutting-edge battery chemistries, and interiors that often rival the best that traditional luxury brands have to offer. For example, Lucid's Air sedan has been praised for offering over 500 miles of range on a single charge, pushing the boundaries even further than Tesla's own numbers. Rivian's R1S and R1T have captured imaginations with robust off-road capabilities and adventure-ready features that appeal to a new generation of buyers. Meanwhile, Mercedes-Benz with its EQS and BMW with the iX are showing that German engineering and luxury can pair beautifully with electric powertrains. But it's not just about hardware. These competitors are leveraging advancements in battery technology, manufacturing techniques, and software to deliver vehicles that feel genuinely next generation. They feature advanced driver assistance systems, intuitive infotainment experiences, and plush comfort that can make even Tesla's minimalist design philosophy seem a bit stark by comparison. The bar for what counts as a luxury electric vehicle has been raised, and the pace of change is only accelerating. So, what exactly is new about the refreshed 2026 Model S and Model X? Tesla highlights a handful of updates designed to address feedback from existing owners and appeal to new buyers. Among the most significant changes are a re-engineered suspension system that promises a smoother and more composed ride, as well as enhanced bushings to soak up road imperfections. The cabins are now quieter, thanks to improved insulation and a more sophisticated active noise cancellation system that works to hush wind and road noise, an area where Tesla previously lagged behind some European competitors. The lighting experience inside the vehicles has been elevated as well. Tesla has introduced a dynamic ambient lighting setup that spans the dashboard, center console, and front and rear doors. Passengers can now select from a full spectrum of colors for the footwell and door pocket lights, allowing owners to personalize the mood of their cabin, no longer restricted to just white. This may seem like a small touch, but it's a detail that matters to luxury buyers who expect a high degree of customization. On the exterior, new wheel designs and the introduction of a frost blue paint option offer fresh visual cues, while adaptive driving beams improve nighttime visibility, and a front bumper camera with a dedicated washer has been added for better low-speed maneuvering and parking. For Model X in particular, the cargo space has been increased by 2.5 cubic feet, bringing the total to an impressive 94.5 cubic feet, making it even more practical for road trips, family outings, or hauling gear. Yet when you look under the hood, or more accurately, under the floor, many see more of the same. The Model S all-wheel drive now boasts a slightly improved range of 410 miles, up from 402. The Model X all-wheel drive stretches to 352 miles, which is 38 more than before. The Model S Plaid, the performance flagship, gets an estimated range boost, but its top speed has actually dropped, from a previous 200 miles per hour to 149. Meanwhile, both models have gotten heavier, with the Model S Plaid tipping the scales 26 pounds heavier and the Model X Plaid adding a hefty 186 pounds. These weight increases, while not dramatic, do make the cars feel marginally less nimble and could impact efficiency in daily driving. Perhaps most contentious of all are the price increases. Both models are now $5,000 more expensive than before, with the Model S starting at $84,990 and the Model X at $89,990. For the Plaid versions, prices climb well past the $100,000 mark. For context, that price bracket now puts Tesla squarely in the crosshairs of luxury stalwarts like Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and BMW, brands with decades of experience in pampering customers and delivering high-performance vehicles. Meanwhile, the once radical yoke steering wheel, which was initially a bold and polarizing move by Tesla, has been demoted to an optional extra for those who purchase the highest trim levels, and costs an additional $1,000. The reaction on social media was swift and, in many cases, unforgiving. Tesla's official X account was flooded with comments from fans and critics alike. One user summed up the mood: "No steer-by-wire, no 800-volt architecture, no additional power. You're falling behind, guys." Another fan, clearly frustrated, wrote, "Go look at what Rivian, Lucid, Escalade IQ, and EV9 are doing and copy that. People want real three-row SUVs with more range and tech, and this isn't that." These are not isolated grumblings. Across forums and social platforms, the consensus is clear. Many feel that Tesla's flagship updates are more cosmetic than revolutionary. Industry analysts have echoed these sentiments. Jessica Caldwell from Edmunds warned, "Tesla risks alienating loyal customers by neglecting substantial upgrades." Pierre Ferragu of New Street Research cautioned that price hikes on aging models could further suppress demand, especially as more competitive, and in some cases more affordable, alternatives flood the market. Sandy Monroe, a respected automotive engineer and longtime Tesla booster, has been blunt. "Build quality matters. Interiors matter. Tesla has to keep up or risk being just another car company." So, why would Tesla, a company synonymous with disruption and risk-taking, opt for such incremental changes? Some observers argue that Tesla's real focus has shifted away from hardware innovation and toward software, artificial intelligence, and scalable energy solutions. Gene Munster of Loop Ventures put it plainly: Tesla's long-term differentiation will come from AI and full self-driving. In this view, Tesla's future is less about building the world's best luxury sedan or SUV, and more about creating a seamless, software-driven ecosystem that powers not only cars, but homes, businesses, and even entire cities with renewable energy and smart automation. There's some logic to this approach. Tesla's full self-driving, FSD software, though still controversial and the subject of intense regulatory scrutiny, has the potential to transform the company from a car maker into a mobility platform. Imagine a world in which Tesla vehicles operate as autonomous taxis, generating revenue for their owners and for Tesla itself. The company is already experimenting with subscription models for its software features, hinting at a future in which recurring revenue from digital services eclipses the margins from selling physical vehicles. But there's a risk here too. As Tesla's top models age, their relevance to the brand's image and to buyers may erode. Sales numbers tell a stark story. Last year, Tesla's Model S and Model X were grouped together with other models in the company's delivery reports, a category that also includes the Cybertruck and Tesla Semi. In total, Tesla delivered 85,133 units in this other models group. By contrast, the Model 3 and Model Y together accounted for a staggering 1,400,000 units, dwarfing their flagship siblings and highlighting a dramatic shift in market dynamics. For context, just 6 or 7 years ago, the Model S and Model X were the undisputed face of Tesla, seen as the ultimate aspiration for tech-savvy car buyers. This raises uncomfortable questions. Is Tesla intentionally letting its flagship vehicles age out of the spotlight, focusing its resources on mass-market models and software? Or have competitors simply outpaced Tesla in the luxury segment, leaving the company to play defense rather than offense? If we look at the broader automotive landscape, it's clear that the luxury EV wars are just heating up. Lucid's AirDream Edition, with its ultra-long range and opulent interior, has won over critics and buyers alike. Mercedes-Benz's EQS offers a user experience that blends familiar luxury with futuristic tech. Porsche's Taycan, despite its shorter range, is celebrated for its driving dynamics and build quality. Even Kia and Hyundai are making waves with their EV9 and Ioniq 5, offering advanced tech and affordable pricing that once seemed unthinkable from these brands. So what happens if Tesla keeps playing it safe, offering only minor updates while rivals surge forward? Many industry watchers are calling this a make-or-break moment, not just for the Model S and Model X, but for Tesla's entire brand identity. If Tesla continues to cede ground on range, charging speed, and interior refinement, it could lose its status as the market's vanguard and become, as Sandy Munro warns, just another car company. Let's consider some scenarios. If Tesla pivots quickly and rolls out truly innovative updates, think next-generation batteries, bidirectional charging, vastly improved interiors, or game-changing driver assist features, it could reignite excitement and recapture its aura of inevitability. Tesla still has enormous strengths: a world-leading charging network, cutting-edge software, and a loyal customer base willing to pay for premium features. There's time to leverage these assets, but the window is closing as the competition intensifies. On the other hand, if Tesla's grand ambitions lie in software and energy, we may be watching the company evolve into something more akin to Apple or Google, a technology company whose main value is in its ecosystem, not its physical products. Gene Munster notes that Tesla's artificial intelligence and full self-driving capabilities could one day be licensed to other automakers, or even power fleets of autonomous taxis. Meanwhile, Kathy Wood of ARK Invest sees Tesla's future in integrating its energy storage and solar business with its cars, creating a seamless platform for sustainable living. But even if this software-centric future comes to pass, Tesla cannot afford to neglect the basics. Pierre Ferragu argues that recurring price hikes on aging models will only suppress demand further, a strategy that may work in the short term but could prove disastrous if the reputation of Tesla's flagship cars continues to fade. Jessica Caldwell points out that loyal customers are already asking, "What am I actually getting for my money now?" This is a dangerous place for any premium brand to be. There are also regulatory and policy risks in play. Governments in Europe, China, and North America are tightening emissions standards and offering incentives for advanced driver assistance systems, clean manufacturing, and sustainable sourcing of materials. Companies that fail to innovate risk not only losing customers, but falling afoul of stricter regulations and losing access to lucrative incentives. For consumers, this is both a challenge and an opportunity. The electric vehicle landscape is evolving faster than ever. Buyers should look beyond the badge on the hood, comparing not only range and price, but also the depth of technology, charging ease, safety features, and the real-world usability of every model. For those considering a new EV, now is the time to scrutinize which company is pushing technology forward and which models offer meaningful, not just cosmetic, improvements. In an industry where boldness has always been rewarded, complacency is swiftly punished. For investors, the stakes are just as high. Tesla's performance over the next 2 years will offer critical clues about the company's ability to adapt, innovate, and defend its hard-won lead. Will Tesla double down on innovation, or will it coast on past achievements until rivals surpass it? History offers a cautionary tale. Once upon a time, brands like Nokia and BlackBerry seemed unassailable in the smartphone market, until Apple and Android arrived with software-driven ecosystems that rendered hardware almost secondary. In the auto industry, companies like General Motors and Ford once dominated the global market, only to be challenged by Japanese and then Korean manufacturers who offered superior value, reliability, and eventually, technology. The lesson? Even giants can fall if they fail to evolve. In the end, the key question is whether incremental tweaks can keep Tesla ahead, or if bolder moves are needed. The answer seems clear. Minor updates may buy time, but they rarely inspire loyalty or excitement in the long run. Tesla's legacy was built on making the impossible seem routine. To stay on top, it must recapture that magic, and it must do so quickly. So, what bold move should Tesla make next? Should it double down on full self-driving, invest in next-generation batteries, or reinvent the notion of what a luxury electric car can be? Or is it time for Tesla to accept that its future lies not in cars, but in software, energy, and mobility services. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Where do you see Tesla's edge in the next 5 years? Do you think Tesla's software and energy innovations will be enough to keep them ahead, or are the days of easy dominance over? Tap like if you want deeper dives into the future of electric cars, technology, and the global economy. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next big story. The race